don't know who you are. I don't know what your gender is. I don't know how old you are because you're from a troll account with no followers. However, I think we should dissect this a little bit. You are calling me a washed up girl that hit the wall because I said that a 45-year-old grown adult should not date a teenager. Let's break it down. I am not a washed up girl. I am a 39-year-old woman. I have 3 kids. Once I was a girl. Once I was a teenager. And I tell you what, many grown men tried to hit on me, and I was disgusted then, as I am disgusted now, because it is disgusting behavior. Get a life.
Wow, Queen, you sure showed that troll up by mentioning your age, the size of your litter, and completely ignoring the point of being post-wall there. I am sure you were being 100% honest when you said, I was a teenager, and I tell you, what many grown men tried to hit on me, and I was disgusted then as I am disgusted now. I am sure this example of royalty was referring to when she was 18 or 19. I mean, it's unheard of young women being interested in older men. Nah, fam. I'm sure the fact that the attention from men has diminished in her current age has nothing to do with her current opinion. Ladies, for as much shaming language you want to use on adult men who are interested in younger women, things will not change. I find it ironic that women like this, tatted up queen, only point out shaming towards men and completely ignore the fact that there is a young adult woman who is consenting to date those men.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Could it be that post-war women are upset HVMs have decided not to date women in their own age bracket and are acting bitter towards these young, fertile women? Nah, fam. These super queens couldn't possibly be acting like bitter old hags. Dang, son, that wall smashing did more than just physical damage to this queen bee. The wall is real, and for as much as queens like this gem want to ignore it, or deny it, unfortunately, it is a part of life. You ladies can't deny women lose 90% of the eggs in their ovaries before the age of 30. Links in the description. Or maybe you can deny the wall and end up as happy as this absolute royal gem of a queen. Moving on.
Oh my god, honey, you're gonna be so disappointed when you hit your 30s and realize that women your age are still getting just as many men, and they're actually getting more 20-somethings than you can get. The wall doesn't exist for women. It just doesn't. And here's the thing. I met my husband when I was 32 years old, and we got married 3 weeks before I turned 36. I'm going to guess that you thought I was still in my 20s by this comment here, but yeah, it's adorable that you guys think 30's old. Because we've all had skincare routines since middle school, we still look good when we get older. Meanwhile, once men hit 30, they start balding and they look like they're super old because they never use sunscreen. So if you find yourself single in your 30s, you're going to notice that the 20-somethings still don't want you because you look old. And then the women your age aren't going to want you either because there's men in their 20s going after them that are way more fun and still have their hair. Or they just want to be single because, men are a pain in the I legit do not know any women that struggle with getting male attention whatsoever. What our big struggle is finding men worth keeping around. Because you're all so entitled. So, yeah. It's not women that are occupying most of the dating apps. Nope. It's not women sliding into the DMs begging for some attention. It's really pathetic that you guys keep trying to scare young women into believing in like this because guess what? They're listening to us, not you. Maybe you should try that too. Because what you're doing isn't working. Your projection is showing.
I have yet to find a video of this gem of a queen praising her husband. I'm convinced that this queen settled for an imp. Also, the comment she is referring to had nothing to do with thinking she is in her 20s. That's called projection there, queen. Here's the thing. This multi-hair color queen at no point claims that she found the man of her dreams in her 30s and never advises younger women not to settle for less. It's all about trying to tear down men dating younger women. It's obvious this queen is just trying to make younger women miss out on an HVM. She kind of sounds like a side chick who got passed over, to be honest. Anyway, saying the wall doesn't exist for women is like saying nighttime is never gonna come. That didn't make sense. But it's not the only low IQ thing she said. Women are getting the attention of younger men. Really? You don't think that's not just target practice, as attention doesn't equal a ring now, does it? Also, she is kind of being a bit delusional if she thinks she looks like she's in her 20s. Delusional queens should say they look good for their age. Don't fool yourself into thinking you can compete with younger women. Ladies, I applaud this post-wall queen for getting an imp to marry her in her mid-30s, but that seems to be the highlight of her accomplishments. Telling a woman she hit the wall at 30 isn't even an insult. Oh, you don't buy that. Okay, ladies, when you tell a man he is too short for you, or he is too heavy for you, or doesn't make enough money for you, is that an insult? Because if it isn't, then neither is telling a woman the reality of hitting the wall. Sure, ladies, the wall isn't real, and neither are the new wrinkles you developed, the noticeable beginnings of sagging in several areas, or the new health concerns your doctor wants to discuss with you. Nah, that wasn't a wall. That was just a pile of bricks you ran through when entering your 30s. How do you make watching early morning content more enjoyable? By adding a cup of fresh brewed Life Boost coffee. We all know you get what you pay for, and your cup of tasty morning Java is no exception to that rule. Appreciate a cup of Life Boost coffee knowing it was brewed from low acid, 100% pure USDA organic, single origin, GMO free, pesticide free, mycotoxin free, shade grown coffee beans. Life Boost is truly the healthiest coffee in the world. Click the link in the description for more information on how to get Life Boost coffee and start drinking a healthier choice of coffee roast today.
This comment is really funny because I very much doubt that. Because first of all, I'm hot. Secondly, y'all are so desperate. I will have men in my DMs when I'm 80. My grandma, my great-grandma, she had like 4 or 5 boyfriends before she died, and no one knew. Like, none of her boyfriends knew about each other. And they all showed up at her funeral. And I have her genes. So, I'm not worried. I'm not too worried.
This entitled queen just announced to the internet that her great-grandma was a 304 to her last day. I didn't even make that up. And this video's royal not-so-highness proudly boasts she's going to be doing the same. Oh, and for my viewers who actually think I'm using the title queen in the admiring sense, no fam. A woman being a queen to the delusions in her head does not royalty make. Anyway, this heiress to the kingdom of thy streets with her self-proclaimed hotness has announced to thy Chads and Tyrones that ye wall shall nay keep her from continuous carousel rides. Come hither, thy bad boy eyes on thy queen. These modern day not fair maidens just telling themselves and fold in the family while they're at it. Now, even though she blatantly denies the existence of the wall because her DMs are full of messages from imps, it doesn't mean it does not actually exist. As time passes, she will find fewer and fewer DMs from the men she actually wants. Remember, ladies, HVMs are the rare commodity in dating. Imps are abundant. Yes, women will have more DMs than men. Along with that reality, women will discard most of these men until they find themselves with only low-quality men in their DMs. And most women are delusional enough to think they deserve better. Yeah, about as much as I deserve $1 billion for buying a single lottery ticket. And if they don't give me the money, it's because they can't handle me. I'm just saying. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.